You remember the custom diffusers we made? I've got something a lot better. A couple of weeks ago I created custom diffusers from my trim macro flash, and basically a couple of months ago I found a man by the name of Jason Canning who creates 3D printed diffusers for the Canon twin macro flash, and I contacted him and said, do you do them for the Yongnuo twin macro flash? What I have here is the prototype version for his 3D printed diffusers for the Yongnuo YN24EX macro flash. So this is what comes with the kit. You have the diffuser heads, which are roughly the same size as the custom ones we created a few weeks ago. Okay, and we have diffusing parts here. They all come in this nice little box. It's magnetically sealed, okay, which is nice. And we have the diffusers, which is this part here. We have a set for creating your own diffusing material, or you can use this to put gels onto your flash. And then we have some, this is a light shaper, it's an oval shape, so you can get an oval shaped look to your lights. Which is a very nice option. We have a couple of extenders for the flash heads. Then we have these, which I'm not too sure what these are called, but I would spend the money to buy these on their own, because this fixes a problem with the flash, which I will get onto in a minute. And then we have a lens cap. So let's get on to actually playing with these diffusers. Okay, so let's get into the important stuff. Right, these diffusers cost £55 plus postage and packing. It will ship worldwide. And again, I can't stress enough that this is an individual who is making these. This isn't a company, okay? They take 35 hours to print. That's a hell of a long time, but they are fantastic, okay? So let's take my custom ones off. So you can see here, I've used these twice now, and you can see how they are starting to wear out already. Which is one benefit with these, because they're 3D printed from a high quality plastic, these are not going to wear out as easily as your custom ones. Now to put these on, very simple. Let me just move these out of the way. We need to take our flash head off, and then we get our extension, it's like a little extension thing, place that on. Then we grab our flash head, and the top of the flash head there, and the top of the diffuser has a little marker on it, and we just plop it on, and pull the strap over, and there you go, that is now fitted. And we can just slot that onto the extension arm, just like that. That's how easy these fit on. Fantastic. So I'm going to go ahead and do the other one. And before I put the diffusing material on here, I want to show you something that's it's fantastic. It really is. Okay, now I've had instances where I've got my light set up, so let's just set my light up to how I would have it. So I've got the one light coming down, and I've got a field light. Now I've had instances where I want to take a portrait of an insect. So let's say it's on a stick, a vertical stick, and you want to go portrait mode, and then you want to twist the light round so that you're still getting the same type of light. But the problem is this, watch when I let go. You see that? So to get over this, I have to hold the flash ring and then take the picture. And that's what these will help with. Okay. So these go onto your lens and they stop the flash from turning. Now if Yongnuo is watching this video, you seriously need to hire this guy to do these as an add-on for your flashes, because they're fantastic. Okay, so I'm currently using 52mm. So just place those underneath there. So this is my, I've got two complaints with this flash. The first is you can't put your lens cap on when you're not using your camera. And second is that twisting. So what I'm going to do, I've just took the ring off the flash. If you're familiar with these flashes, you'll know what that is. I can then place this over that. Okay. So it's like that, just goes on there like that. I'm going to place that onto my lens. And when we get to this part, I just need to make sure that that is on nice and tight. We'll clip the flash back on. Right, now let's do the same thing again. We're going to go into portrait, and what I'm going to do is, if I twist that, you see there, it's now in place. That is absolutely fantastic. That's a great feature of this this add-on kit for your flash. The second problem that you have with these flashes is you can't put your lens cap on. So if I try putting that on there, it's not going to fit. You might as well, you know, get lost, it's useless. Okay, so this kit comes with a lens cap. So I can now put that on there. So I now have a lens cap for my flash. Fantastic. Two little bits that come with the diffuser that make your life a lot easier. So now I can put that into my bag without having to take off the flash because there's a lens cap with it. So let's go on to the stuff that you're here to see. We are here to see the flash head. So we have the flashes in place, and we'll take these off. Now these are kept on with magnets, so all I've got to do is just place that anywhere near it. It just clips straight on, just like that. Let's take some pictures. If we're going to take a picture, the right hand side is going to have a diffuser on, the left hand side is going to be bare, so you'll be able to see what the difference is. The first thing I'm going to bring up is my little puffer. Okay, I'll place that down, and we're going to position the heads, put the flash on. Now the flash is out the box, ETTL, there's no compensation. I haven't put the power to any of the heads, they're just one-to-one power. Okay, and now I've got to turn my hat round because my brim gets in the way. Okay, so let's take a picture of this. Okay, so what you're seeing there now is the result, and what you can see is on the left hand side of the picture the shadow is far more diffused than the right hand side, and that's the diffusing you will get from these diffusers. The other options we have is the oval shaped one. Now we've not played much with these, and you're not going to see an effect on this, but what it would do is, if you've got reflections like in an animal's eye, your reflection will be oval instead of it being square. The other thing I want to show you is are these. So what this is, this allows you to use your own diffusing material. Now for an example, I'm just going to use some toilet paper. So I'm just going to place that over the top and then snap it into place. Look how easy that was. Let's take another picture with that on. So you can see there how we have the left hand side is diffused, but that is using toilet paper because of these custom diffuser module that you can use. The other thing that we can do, which is what I'm really excited to have a play with, is we can put our diffuser back on. Okay, and what we can do is we can now gel our light. So I have coloured gels. They're the same gels I use for the background light here. I can place that over the top, clip him into place, and then we have a blue light. Let's have a look what this looks like. So there you go. That is with the blue light. I'm definitely going to have a play with that over the coming weeks to see what kind of result we can get from that. So we have both diffusers on now. We have the full range, so if we get in really close, you'll be able to get a side light on there, and they come all the way out. So we've got the full movement of the flash heads that we had before at the box, which is fantastic. Okay, now it comes with an online manual, and you can also buy spare parts. So if I do happen to like break one of these, let's say I tread on it, because I do have a tendency to treat my equipment quite rough, as my friends will tell you, I have the option to purchase spare parts. So my advice would be to go with these, because the options you've got are just fantastic. I mean, like I said, these are starting to wear out already. Okay, for me to gel one of these would be an absolute pain. So be able to just have these, slap them on, gel it. We have the I mean, come on, it's worth the £55 to stop your flash from twisting. I mean, all last year I was playing with that and it kept twisting. I kept having to hold it, an absolute nightmare. And the fact I can just put a lens cap on is fantastic. Now the quality of light from these is great in my opinion, so go and buy them. But we're not finished there. We've got to test them out properly. Let's get Missy out of her cage and let's do a little bit of a photo shoot. So we have Missy out of her enclosure. She's now on this little setup that I've done. The moss and the wood is from a pet supply store that supplies stuff for tarantula enclosures. Can't stress enough how much it is important to get it from a good source, because you don't want pesticides on your stuff. I don't like getting stuff from the garden because I don't know if it's pesticides on it or not. Okay, let's talk camera settings. We are using a manual on our camera. We have the exposure is 1 to 200 per second. We have f7.1. I'm struggling to get myself in here. Okay, ISO 100. And what I'm going to do here is I'm going to twist my right hand flash up. I'm going to leave the left hand one as it is, and on the back of here I'm going to go into my ratio and bring it over to 1/8 power. So whatever the right hand flash is doing, the left hand one is going to be doing 1/8 power. On the previous video I said 1/4, but it's not actually, it's 1/8. Okay, now I am going to be doing a video on the settings for this camera, not right now though, but let's take a picture of Missy. So what I want to do is, she's facing the one grey, so what I can do is just pick up this piece of wood and spin it round. Then let's just move the background. Right, I want to spin this around a little bit. You see there how I was able to spin it round and let go and it stays in place. I think that is an awesome option right there. Okay, I can't quite get in close enough. Let's bring this piece of wood out just a little bit. So there you go, there's the result from this custom 3D printed diffusers from Jason Canning. Again, he does these for the Canon flash and the Yongnuo flash. There are links to his eBay store down below where you can purchase them yourself. Now you've got to bear in mind that these are they're created per order, so you've got to give a little bit of leeway time for him to print it and get them out. I would highly recommend you get these. Can you see these? I ain't going to be using them again. So, yeah, fantastic. One thing, if Jason is watching, this is a fantastic idea. However, what I would like on a future update to the model is I would like to be able to fit these in there, along with these, and if we could make it just a little bit wider, I'm talking just a little bit wider, I could get all my gels all in there, yeah, and I can put that into my bag. That's the only thing I can find that it's not a complaint and it's not a fault. It's me saying I would like you to make the box just that little bit bigger so as I can get my accessories into there, and that way I haven't got to have these floating around in my camera bag, because I do have other lenses that I use. So yeah, that's the only thing I would say that I would like to see slightly different to what we have. But again, this is a prototype and he's done a bang up job at this prototype. I absolutely love it. We're going to be using this in the field. As soon as my garden is finished, I'm out there with these diffusers. If you're going to buy this flash, okay, the flash is £130 roughly. Add £50 odd to your budget. Buy the diffusers at the same time. You will not be disappointed. Trust me, you will not be disappointed. But for now, I want to thank you for watching this video. If you got to the end, then it's a bit of an amazing job. If you have, subscribe. Smash that like button because it does help the videos on YouTube. But for now, my name's Stewart. I'll see you on the next video.